Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to override the toString method. So I just want to show you what we have here. So we've created an object reference that refers to an object of the book class with the name name of the book that is entered by the user. So let's have a look at the book class. We have an instance variable called name, a constructor, an accessor, and a mutator. We've also got a method that prints the details of the book. So if I run this program, so the object is created, but we haven't really printed out any information about it. So we could print out the details of the book using the method book name, book details, sorry. So to do that, we would go my book, so using the reference and the name of the function. But since this method returns a string, we need to capture it with capture it inside a print statement. So now we could run the program, and now we get the details. So wouldn't it be nice if we had just done something like that and printed it? But instead, we don't really get the information we were looking for. We get the default return value from the toString method, which is the class that the object belongs to, and a hash code. So how do we override the toString method such that we get to print what we want it to print? So to do that, we start by overriding the toString method. And over here we would have to return, and I'd like it to actually return a well, I could get it to do pretty much what we have here, pretty much the same thing. Okay, it's just that the toString method, you won't really have to explicitly call the method just like we did with book details. So with book details, I'm just going to show you, we had to explicitly call the method like that. But with the toString method, we've just, there's no need to call it, it'll be called automatically. So let's just put in the details and we get the same results. So using the toString method or overriding the toString method allows you to print a string representation of the object, which comes really, really handy because you get to decide what is going to be printed when you print out the object just like that. There is one more thing. There is an annotation that you may have seen, which is to use override like this. Now what this does is it will, it's a good practice such that it will tell you that you need to override the correct method. So if I actually say toString2, now it's complaining saying the method toString2 of type book must override or implement a supertype method. Okay, so we either correct the method we're overriding, or if we wanted to keep it like this, then we have to get rid of this annotation here. But now that this has changed the name, so we're no longer overriding the default toString method. So now what we need to do is we need to call it just like we call any other method. So if I run this before changing anything, it just goes back and acting like returning the default, which is class name and some hash code. So now it has to just call the toString2 just like any other method. So this is a very nice way to print a string representation of the object, and you won't have to worry about calling the method explicitly. So definitely more convenient. Alright, so I hope this helped you learn how to override the toString method, and I'll see you in future videos.